Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Umajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitamena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namagam. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupakada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Sri Guru Shri Utapadakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadutam Parijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitamscha. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namo Sute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavani Swari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarvyasya Kripa Sindhubhyaye Vachapatitana Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Isvaraga Paramaha Krishnaga Sachidananda Vigrahaga Anadi Radhir Govindaga Sarvakarana Karanam. Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. By the costless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Shri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the purest knowledge, Pavitram, and the topmost knowledge, Uttama. We are able to perceive ourselves with this knowledge, Pratyaksha Vagamam Dharma. So this Bhagavad Gita is the Dharma, this Bhagavad Gita is the Yoga, this Bhagavad Gita is everything what the soul needs. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is teaching us that if we perform our activities based on what skills we already have, based on our Swabhava, then we will be able to attain perfection, achieve perfection, Siddhi. So Siddhi means being equal in both success and failure. That is what is called Siddhi. Siddhya Siddhyo Samo Bhutva. Samatvam Yoga Uchade. So that's what is called Yoga. So Siddhi means success. So perfection. So that's what Siddhi means, perfection. So how we can achieve that perfection? So Panchaitani Mahabahu Karanani Nibodame Sankhe Kritante Proktani Siddhaye Sarva Karmana. So there are 5 factors for the success of all the activities. Siddha, again Siddhi. Siddhi means success. There are 5 factors. One is the field of activities, the place where we are performing that action. And then second one is the performer. And then the third factor is the various instruments used to perform a specific activity. And then fourth one is various endeavors, the efforts, what we are putting. And then of course, finally, Krishna, Devam. So Adhisthanam Tata Karta Karanam Cha Pratak Vidam Vividascha Pratak Cheshta Devam Chaivatra Panchamam. That we already know. And whatever action which is happening in this world, whatever activities which are happening, all these 5 factors have to come together for that activity to finish, whether it is good or bad, whatever it is, any action. Sarira vanmano bigi yat karma prarabhate naraha nyayam va viparitam va panchaite tasya hetava. Whether it is nyayam, the right activity, or the wrong thing, viparitam. Nyayam or viparitam. Nyayam va viparitam va panchaite tasya hetava. So that way we should not be thinking that we are the only person doing all the activities. So if we do it, tatraiva sati kartaram atmanam kevalam tuyaga pasyat akrita buddhidvan nasa pasyati durmati. That's what Krishna is saying. So if we think that we are the only person doing the activity, that's why tatraiva sati kartaram atmanam kevalam. Kevalam means it's only. Kevalam tuyaga. So if we think that atmanam, self, If you think that only the self is doing, only ourself is doing everything, kevalam tvega pasyate akrita buddhitvan, so then we don't have any intelligence. And nasa pasyati durmati. So durmati means no intelligence. And nasa pasyati means we don't see things as they are. So that way, we need to understand all the activities are carried out by the three modes of material nature, svabhava, and all these five factors have to come together for any action to finish, whether it is good or bad. So what we call it as success or failure, that is a different thing. That is our interpretation. What we consider it as success, maybe a failure. So it is success for Krishna. We think that it is failure, but it is success for Krishna. So for Krishna, as I mentioned many times in the past, only one thing, he is helpless. Other than that, everything is in Krishna's hands. Everything. Except one thing. That is, whether we want to be a devotee or not. That Krishna cannot decide. That we cannot say that somebody is devotee because Krishna is making him devotee. No, that is not correct at all. If that was the case, Krishna would have made everyone devotees. Everybody will be devotees only. There is no need for this material world at all. So that part, it completely depends upon the individual self. So that way, we have to understand this Bhagavad Gita and understand that we have to act based upon our swabhava. We all have our swabhava. Everyone is having their swabhava. In order to achieve Krishna's bhava, mad bhava, we have to first realize what is our swabhava, and then we have to work according to what our swabhava is. Based on swabhava, there are like Kshatriya, Brahmana, Vaisya, Sudra, everything, they are all like their activities. So there is Brahmana, Kshatriya, Visam, Sudra, Nam, Cha, Parantapa, Karmani, Pravibhaktani, their activities. So Pravibhaktani, that is Swabhava, Prabhavaid Gunani. That's what is the Swabhava. So Swabhava, based on this Swabhava only, which is based on the three modes of material nature. So all these activities are divided, like Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaisya, Sudra, and all such things. So that way, we have to perform our activities based upon our Swabhava, so without expecting any results. So that's why Krishna is teaching us in the 18th chapter that Sve Sve Karmani Abhirataha Samsiddhim Labate Naraha Swakarma Nirattaga Siddhim Yatha Vindati Tashrunu. So that's what Siddhim Labate. So the success we achieve. Samsiddhim Labate, when we will achieve Sve Sve Karmani. So our own activities based upon our Swabhava. So we have to perform our Swakarma. So that's why Sve Sve Karmani Abhirataga Samsiddhim Labate Naraka. Naraka means a human being will get the Siddhi, perfection. And if we do like that, so then Siddhim. So that's what Krishna is saying, that Swakarma Nirattaga Siddhim Siddhim Yatha Vindati Tachunu. How one can achieve that Siddhi, perfection. How one can achieve that Siddhi. So now you hear from me. That's what Krishna is teaching us. So how we can achieve perfection in what we are doing? How we can achieve that Siddhi? That Siddhi, that perfection we can get. Krishna is saying in the next sloka, in the 18th chapter, 46th sloka, Krishna is teaching us very, very clearly that Yathaha Pravritti Bhutanam Yena Sarvamidam Tatham Swakarmana Tamabhyarchya Siddhim Vindati Manavaga. That is Yathaha Pravritti Bhutanam. By whom? From whom? Everything is emanated. All living entities have come. From whom? Yathaga, Pravritti, Bhutanam, Yena, Sarvam, Idam, Tatham. By whom everything is pervaded. From whom everything has emanated. By whom everything is pervaded. So, Swakarmana Tham Abhyarcha. So with our swakarma, we have to just worship him. We have to render everything. We have to offer everything to that person, from whom everything emanated and by whom everything is pervaded. So that is who? That is Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. So if we do that, then Siddhim Vindati Manavaga, then we will be able to enjoy the success, perfection. So we will achieve that. So that's what we need to understand. So if we study Bhagavad Gita, if we understand Bhagavad Gita, if you follow Bhagavad Gita, then all these things are going to happen. Just now, whatever we discussed, everything is going to happen. So that way, we need to understand that it is better to perform our activities based upon what swabhava we have. So that's what we need to understand. And once we do that, we will be freed from swabhava. We will attain Krishna's bhava, mad bhava madhigacchati. So that's why Krishna is teaching us that Sheyan Swadharmo Vigunaga Paradharmat Swanustitan Swakarma. If we do that, everything based upon our swabhava niyatam karma kurvannapnoti kilbisham. So swabhava niyatam karma kurvannapnoti kilbisham. That's what is Krishna is saying. Because why Krishna is saying that? Even in the third chapter itself we studied. In the third chapter, Krishna said, same sloka, first two lines are exactly same. Krishna said that Sheyan Swadharmo Vigunaga Paradharmat Swanistitan Swadharme Nidanam Seyaga Paradharmo Vaya Bhakaga. So that's what Krishna said. Swadharme Nidanam Seyaga. Even if we do our Swadharma wrongly, it's okay compared to doing the Paradharma perfectly, because it's dangerous. Why it's dangerous? Because Krishna is teaching in the 18th chapter that Sreyan Swadharmo Vigunaga Paradharmat Swanustitan, then Swabhava Niyatam Karma Kurvannapnoti Kilbisam. So if we do all our activities based upon our Swabhava, and of course Niyatam Karma. Niyatam Karma means the prescribed duties. That's what is very important. Swabhava Niyatam Karma, then Kurvan, if we do the prescribed duties based upon our swabhava, then we are not going to get any sins. Na apnoti kilbisham means we are not going to get any sins. That's what we need to understand. Swabhava niyatam karma kurvan na apnoti kilbisham. So that way, if we study Bhagavad Gita, if we understand Bhagavad Gita, if we do exactly what Krishna is asking us to do in this Bhagavad Gita, then we don't have to worry about all these things. So then we are doing exactly what Krishna is teaching us. So that way we really don't even have to think about, oh, what is my swabhava? What should I do? No, that question itself won't arise. Because we are bhaktas, we are devotees, and we have to render service to Krishna. We have to do everything as an offering unto Krishna. So when we do everything for Krishna with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, so that means we have to follow each and every instruction, whatever Krishna is giving us in this Bhagavad Gita, completely as it is. So then we are actually going to be freed. So that's what Siddhim Vindati Manavaga. So that's why Swakarmana Tam Abhyarcha Siddhim Vindati Manavaga. So if we do all the activities for Krishna, so then we are going to attain the perfection. So if this Bhagavad Gita is the science, is the king of knowledge. So Krishna is teaching us completely what we need to know. Everything is crystal clear. No confusion, no doubts, nothing. So this is the knowledge which is avyayam. This is everlasting. It's the time-tested knowledge. So this is the knowledge about ourself. We need to understand this is the knowledge about the soul. So we are understanding. So our life is actually, now our life makes a lot of sense. We know what to do very well. We know our path is very clear. Our directions are very well known. There is no confusion. Everything, no question, no doubts. If you understand this Bhagavad Gita fully, completely, so then we know everything. When something bad is happening, or even if we ourselves commit some sins, we understand that we are controlled by the modes of material nature. We can even find out the root cause for committing such sins. Even we know very well that we are attached to something. That's why we are committing that sins. Because Arjuna asked the question that by what one is simple to commit sinful acts? Because it is lust only, it's kama and krodha, which is born from the Rajoguna. Because of our attachment, because our mind is thinking the material sense object, then only all these problems are happening. But with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, when we are able to attach ourselves to Krishna, for example, right now, at this moment, all of us are connected with Krishna. We are not thinking about anything else at this point of time. Because we are studying Bhagavad Gita. We are connecting ourselves with Krishna. We are fully depending on Krishna. So that way, if our life becomes 24/7 like this, all the time depending on Krishna for everything, so then our mind is going to be our best friend. That's what we should. With the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we should completely surrender unto Krishna and do everything for Krishna with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. And that is happening. By Krishna's causeless mercy, it's already happening because we are able to every day study Bhagavad Gita. We are able to progress. We are able to remember Krishna. So all such things are happening already by Krishna's causeless mercy. And now in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita also, we are studying very nicely. We understand all the slokas very well. And Arjuna asked another important nice question. And because Arjuna asked such question, Krishna is teaching us. And in these slokas, very famous slokas, if we generally tell somebody that Bhagavad Gita, they will say only these 1 or 2 slokas only. So sometimes they say in the 2nd chapter, 47 sloka, like Karmanyeva Adhikaraste, Ma Paleshu Kadasana, or in this 4th chapter, sloka number 7 and 8. So that's what Yada Yadagi Dharmasya, so Paritranaya Sadhanam. So these slokas only mainly everybody quote when they talk about Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna is giving all this, Krishna is teaching like this because Arjuna asked such a very important question. So now Krishna has to just, he will not just stop with the 1 sloka answer itself. Because Arjuna asked the question in 1 sloka, Krishna will not simply say in another sloka, 1 more sloka, just give the reply. Not like that. Krishna gives complete reply, everything in detail. And again Arjuna asks question. That's a very important. So that way, again and again Arjuna asked questions until that time he was completely cleared all his doubts. He is completely out of all his confusions. So a person who told Krishna that now I lost my composure because of myself weakness. So karpanya doso upakata swabhava prichamitvam dharma sammuta chetagam. So in this confused status, so I'm asking you to tell me for certain what is good for me. Yasreyasya nishitam buruhitan me sishyasteyagam sadimam tvam prapannam. So in that condition, when Arjuna surrendered to Krishna, when he asked and Krishna gave this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna could understand everything. And at the end, he told Krishna that now I have regained my memory. The person who told Krishna that I have lost my composure because of my silly weakness, Dharma sammuta chetaga, I am confused about my duty, I don't know what to do. So then he says that now I have regained my memory. So stitosmi, I am very well situated. So that way, this Bhagavad Gita knowledge will actually help us to completely get out of, solve all the problems. Everything. Krishna takes care of us very well. So that's what we are in. And we have successfully finished 6 slokas in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So what we are studied in the 5th sloka. For Arjuna's question in the 4th sloka, Krishna is answering. In the 4th chapter, 4th sloka, Arjuna asked Krishna a question. So what is that question? Arjuna vacha aparam bhavato janma param janma vivasvataga. Katham etat vijaniyam tvam adav proktavani. So you are by birth junior to sun god Vivaswan. So how am I to understand it? You gave this knowledge in the beginning to Vivaswan. So that's why Krishna is answering here. Shri Bhagavan vacha bahuni me vyatitani janmani tavacharjuna tani aham veda sarvani natvam veda parantapa. So both you and me have taken many, many births in the past. I know all of them, but you don't know anything. So that's what Krishna is saying. So we already quoted a sloka in the 7th chapter. Vedagam samatitani vartamanani charjuna bhavishyani cha bhutani mam tu vedana kaschana. I know the past, present and future and no one knows me. That's what Krishna is teaching. The personality of God said, many, many births both you and I have passed. I can remember all of them, but you cannot, O subduer of the enemy. So then in the next sloka, what we studied yesterday, so Krishna is continuing that. Ajopi san avyayatma bhutanam isvaropi san prakritim swamadhistaya sambhavami atmamaya. So Krishna comes here with his own internal potential. Prakritim swam adhistaya sambhavami atmamaya. His own internal potential. For us, we are forced to accept the miserable, temporary, miserable material body. But Krishna is not like that. For him, there is no duty to do. Nothing is forcing him to do. Krishna is saying that Name patasti kartavyam trishulokeshu kinchana nanavaptam avaptavyam vartayevacha karman. But still Krishna comes here. He comes directly here. When he wants to come here, directly Krishna comes here. Krishna expands himself into many, many Krishnas. So that way Krishna is there everywhere. So when Krishna is there in this Bhuloka, when he came at the same time, same Krishna also went to many, many lokas. There are billions of galaxies. Billions means it's even above that. It's beyond count. So Krishna goes everywhere. So that's what we need to understand. So Krishna is saying that although I am unborn and my transcendental body never deteriorates, and although I am the Lord of all living entities, I still appear in every millennium in my original transcendental form. So then in the next sloka, Krishna is continuing. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam shujamyakam. Yada yada hi dharmasya, whenever there is a decline in righteousness. Normally here Prabhupada translated dharmasya means like a religious practice. So when we talk about religious, immediately we compare with it, so many different religions are there. So that mistake we make. But when Krishna gave this knowledge 5,000 years ago, when Krishna is actually meaning dharma, so dharma means the right thing to do. So that's what righteousness. We should use the word righteousness. So whenever there is a decline in righteousness, so glanir, so when it is declining, O Bharatam, so abhyuttanam adharmasya, when there is an increase in all the that's what irreligious things. So that's what everything against righteousness. So then at that point of time, tadatmanam sujamyakam. So at that point of time, I myself appear here. I myself come here, manifest here. Krishna comes directly here. So that way, we really don't have to worry about what things are happening in this world. We cannot change anything, but we can do one thing. We can identify the devotees, and there are so many devotees. We can identify all the devotees. We should make use of this life only to do that task of identifying all the devotees and give them this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. So that way, if we are able to identify millions of devotees, if they can all come together and work for the welfare of everyone, then there is a change can happen. A good change can happen. So that is what is called Dharma. So now this Bhagavad Gita is Dharma. Krishna is saying that Yetu Dharma Amritam Idam. So this is Dharma Amritam. That's what Krishna is saying that. So this Dharma Amritam is this Bhagavad Gita. And if we spread this Bhagavad Gita, if we make devotees everywhere, if we identify all the devotees, so then whatever purpose Krishna came here, so that we are already fulfilling Krishna's mercy. So this Bhagavad Gita is Dharma. So we have to do that. So that's why Abhyuttanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamikam. Now Krishna is directly with us. Krishna is talking to us through this Bhagavad Gita. So that way, even though 5,000 years ago Krishna was here, like everyone can see him, at that time fools didn't understand. Avajananti mamuda manushim tanum ashitam. But Krishna's parambhavam ajananto mama bhuta mageswaram. Krishna's superior form, they didn't know that Krishna is the master of all living entities. So now we know that with this Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is there with us, Krishna is talking to us, and Krishna is taking care of everything. We have to simply, fully depend on Krishna for everything. That is happening already for us with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, this scientific understanding of this Bhagavad Gita. We know by Krishna's causeless mercy, we will be able to keep remembering Krishna. So that will happen, there is no doubt. So now let us chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. It will roughly take about 15 minutes for 2 rounds of chanting Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini Umagyanatimiradasya Jnanajana Salakaya Chakshurmiritamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. And also I want to announce one thing like which yesterday also I did, but by Krishna's causeless mercy, I'll be able to visit India next week. I'm planning. And on September 18th, Sunday, we have a great get together, all the devotees, our classmates. So in Bangalore, so at that time, we will study the entire Bhagavad Gita in that day. So if any devotee is able to join this or visit, come to Bangalore, you are most welcome. And you can contact Sashreka Mataji or Sumati Mataji. So I will be sharing that flyer, what they created. So in that, their contact numbers are there. Otherwise, they will also put their numbers in the chat window here. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Tulsi Vilasa Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna to all the devotees. I kindly request the devotees to use the Zoom raise hand feature to ask your questions to Guruji. Ina Mataji says, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And Shashi Rekha Mataji has given her WhatsApp number and calling number in the chat window.
Yes.
Hema Mataji says, thank you Guruji for the enriching class. And Mithun Prabhu and KB Ramesh Prabhu says, Hare Krishna Guruji, thank you for the wonderful class.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Ravin Prabhu has raised his hand.
Yes, Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, wonderful class, Guruji, and so nice to be back in the class. I was a couple of days.
Prabhu, yes, Prabhu. Yeah, I was thinking of contacting you. Yes,
Yes, Prabhuji. So pretty busy over here. That's why because we have very small window during the summer, so a lot of events happening. So that's why. Prabhuji, so in today's lecture, there is some modification to the understanding that I have. So we have been learning all the time that we are not the doer and all the things are being done by the three modes of nature. But today I think I am understanding slightly in a different way that there are 5 things that are doing the anything kind of thing. And out of that 5 things, one of them is ourself or the karta, and the karta is actually not doing it, but it is the 3 modes of nature. So
yes, everything 3 modes of nature only. Only Krishna is 4 things are 3 modes of nature only.
So all other 4 things are also 3 modes of nature, Guruji?
Yeah, because all the activities, for example, if you are putting endeavors, for example, you are putting Vividascha Pratak Cheshta. So yes, you are putting endeavors only when you are attached. When you are attached to sense objects, that means modes of nature only is making you to put efforts. If you are moving our hand, like, or anything what we do, we are not doing it. Only modes of nature is operating. Like we already discussed in the past that we are like a remote controlled robot, correct? Something like that, correct? So only problem is that the desire that comes from us. So then everything else is done by the modes of nature.
So all the 4 components other than ourselves is also part of the modes of nature.
Part of the modes of nature, yes.
Okay, Prabhuji. Yeah, nice to clarify that, Prabhuji. And also, Prabhuji, I heard about your program in Bangalore that you were there. So that is also so wonderful. So,
yeah, I'm very much looking forward to meet all the devotees. Yes, Prabhu. Again, yeah. We are not able to meet it, but hope Krishna will make some plans for that. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. Krishna has a plan, so that will work out.
Yeah, it's all Krishna's plan. Even this Bangalore visit, all those things Krishna's plan. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. So that is so wonderful. So I have no other question. Thanks for clarifying that, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji. I do not see any more raise hand feature. So thank you Guruji for today's class. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Chitrita Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji, I'm sorry I've been, not being able to attend the class consistently. But
problem.
then, Guruji, I'm so glad that you're coming to Bangalore. And I have spoken to Shashirika Mataji also. It's a weekend also. So just I'm praying to Krishna that something works out for me also, that I can also come and meet
Mother.
you.
Earlier we were, I know, when at that time we were planning, correct? So you were planning, but now it's a short notice.
Yes.
I hope Krishna's mercy.
I didn't ask you, Guruji, because I didn't think it was right for me to ask you. But then Shashirika Mataji informed that you are coming on the 18th. It'll be
No,
wonderful.
it was even I didn't know. Original plan was everything we cancel, all the bookings, everything we cancel. But this was, even though I didn't, then Krishna planned it, correct? So that's why it's happening. That's why everything, when Krishna wants that to happen, then it will happen. That's it. Yes, so if you are able to make it will be really very nice.
Really wonderful.
Devotees, and I will be very happy to see you also. Yes, Mother. If you are able
thank you so much, Guruji. My absolutely my luck, good luck from you. I will definitely try, Guruji. Thank you so much,
this
Guruji.
visit I'm coming only for a short visit. Maybe next time if I come a little longer, then I can also come to Delhi. We will plan.
Yes, wonderful, Guruji. Thank you so much, Guruji. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Deepesh Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, thank you for the wonderful class. First, I just wanted to check with all the Matajis and devotees in Bangalore if they are safe.
Bangalore, I know this rain.
There's so much rain. Both my cousin's house, one is in Epsilon, the other one is somewhere close by. Both have 4 feet of water in their houses.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty bad shape. But I heard Bold Bangalore, MG Road, Brigade Road, Lavelle Road are all clear and safe, but some of the newer suburb divisions are completely
it's mainly outer
flooded.
ring road. That's what I read. Outer ring road.
So I just wanted to check with all the devotees in Bangalore if they are all good and there's no damage. And
we can talk to them first. Actually, yes.
Thank you, Hare Krishna Guruji, Hare Krishna Deepesh Prabhu. Thank you so much for your concern.
No problem. I was just thinking, I'm seeing all the videos on Twitter and
you know how media, you know how media always blows up everything that happens. Entire Bangalore is not so badly affected as it is shown. By Krishna's mercy, we are all very lucky to be in a place where there's not much flooding. Though there are places, those videos are not wrong. All I'm saying is it is not the whole of Bangalore. That's all. In some areas, it is very bad. Yes, like you said, for your cousins, where your cousins live, and some outer places, some suburbs which are newly developed. Yes, but I think within our group, as far as I know, all of us are quite in safe areas, and that is Krishna's mercy, purely Krishna's mercy. So thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for your concern. Yes.
Thank you, Deepesh Prabhu. This is Sumati here. Thank you for your concern.
Hello,
we are all doing fine. We are in the older part of Bangalore and we are fine. Like you said, Epsilon is badly affected. Belandur area, Sarjapur Road, Marathali, Old Marathali Road and all. A lot of, because Bangalore itself is a place of, highs and lows, right? So the water keeps flowing from the higher area towards the lower area. So those areas that are, it is natural flow of water. And so those areas that are in the lower areas or built on, reclaimed land, lake reclaimed land, those are the ones that are bearing the brunt of this heavy rains. And the rains are happening mostly only in the evening. Daytime is usually
Tapami Agam Varsham. Krishna is saying that I am the heat, I am the rain. Nigraganami Utsarjamicha, I withhold and send forth. So let us see what Krishna is going to do on September 18th.
It will be fine, Guruji. I think Krishna, if he's done so much, he knows how to take care. So we will believe that he will take care.
Also what has happened, Deepesh Prabhu, is that we have not really had a summer. It's been raining from April, continuously from April, it's been raining. And the government machinery has not got a respite to do any work. From April, it's only been raining till now.
This summer was actually a winter for us. Summer got
We've
exchanged.
not
with
had
winter.
summer at all. We've had no sunshine, you know. So I'm
Oh,
hoping
wow.
that when Guruji comes, he will bring sunshine with him.
No, we've had pockets of sunshine,
Yeah,
but
very
not
little.
but not too continuously.
And I have not
Yeah.
used a fan since April. Can you believe that? I have not used a fan in my house since April.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I lived in Bangalore in 96 and 97. So I was there for 2 years. Then I used to work for Wipro there. So I know a lot of areas and weather, and I've been going to Bangalore since early 80s.
Okay.
So very familiar with Bangalore, with a lot of cousins there. So I was just just asking if everybody's
I
safe.
hope Deepesh Prabhu, your cousin's place will be at normal soon. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, hopefully,
I know.
it will take
Prabhu
some
is
time.
also from Bangalore. Kamalakaran Prabhu, your place, I hope it was not affected. Correct, Prabhu? Kamalakaran.
Yeah, he has messaged saying that everything is fine in his area.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
I think
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you for the wonderful class.
Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Chandrakanta Mataji, Hare Krishna. Kamalakaran Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Prabhu. Okay, you got me. Chandrakanta Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the class, Guruji. Any question? Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna to everyone. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Amandeep Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Amandeep's iPhone, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Amandeep Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
This is my first class. I think I joined earlier, but for some reason I couldn't join. And I saw the notification today. That's why I messaged you. Sorry, my Hindi is not that great, but I'm trying to understand what you were saying, but the English too. But I'm trying my best to get anything that I can do.
Yes, Mataji. So from which place you are in US, Mataji?
I am actually in Canada. I'm in Alberta.
In Canada?
Yeah.
Okay. Mataji. So, yeah, we were Ravin Prabhu's place, correct? That I think Ravin Prabhu introduced.
I think Kala Ravin, she's here, and she's the one who gave me your number. She was the one who passed on.
Yes, I remember. Yes. Ravin Prabhu is not there now, but Hare Krishna. Very nice, Mataji. You please continue to join. You will understand the complete Bhagavad Gita.
No, thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Munmun Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for wonderful class. Again, you are visiting to India. It's
Yes,
very
Mataji.
nice that everything. I'm hoping that everything will goes very well there.
Yes.
Only.
Everything Krishna's mercy, Krishna's mercy.
So that also we can hear that entire Bhagavad Gita class online, right?
Yeah. We will be doing it on Zoom also, and YouTube videos also will be uploading. Everything will be there. Yes, Mataji.
Oh, okay. Then. That's
So
good.
yes, Mataji.
Thank you much, Guruji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Kamalakaran Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Sorry for the
Hare
delay.
Krishna. Yeah, no problem, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So you mentioned your area is fine, correct, Prabhu? That's what.
Yeah, most of the surrounding areas are fine, Prabhuji.
Okay. Which area in Bangalore you are in?
I stay in Banaswadi, Prabhuji.
Oh, Banaswadi. Okay.
Very close by to
nice. Yeah, it's Krishna's mercy only. So, yes, Prabhu. So today you understood everything?
Yes.
Any questions you have, Prabhu?
As of now, no, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Ramesh Rajgira Prabhu, Hare Krishna. I wish you a happy Krishna conscious birthday, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. You wrote that today I am donate to Bhagavad Gita book, friends from you, because of my birthday special. Hare Krishna. Krishna conscious birthday. Vishnuvardhana Rao Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Hare.
No questions, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama Rama,
Hare.
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Palliyappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare.
So today's sloga, I am having a doubt that Krishna was present. What we are hearing, some million, some 1,000 years, some thousand years before he was in Gujarat. Okay, that is it, yeah. But anywhere in the slogas it is given that when Dharma goes to which level, he will be back.
It is not like that with level, but Krishna in the next sloka we will study that yuge yuge. So Krishna will come every yuga. So that's why in the Kali Yuga also we know that at the end of Kali Yuga, Kalki will come. So, but in between also when Krishna comes in different avatars or different like empowers. For example, even in this 50 years ago also Krishna empowered Srila Prabhupada and started this ISKCON and Bhagavad Gita as it is and everything. That's the reason we are now studying Bhagavad Gita. It's not just because Krishna came between 5,000 years ago to Arjuna, but it's 50 years ago Srila Prabhupada who gave this Bhagavad Gita as it is. So that's why we are able to study Bhagavad Gita, which is exactly the same knowledge what Krishna gave to Arjuna in the battlefield, but it came in the form of Bhagavad Gita as it is, without which we won't be able to understand Bhagavad Gita. So that way, Krishna is always there with us. Krishna is always here with different forms, and Krishna is empowering all of us, and Krishna is there. But he himself comes yuga yuga at the end of every yuga. Even 500 years ago, Krishna came like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna himself came directly as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So 5,000 years ago, Krishna, 500 years ago, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 50 years ago, Prabhupada, and we are now studying Bhagavad Gita. So that way, for devotees, Krishna is always with us only. You understand that?
Thank you. I understood.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. R.K. Goyal Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you for a wonderful class. I have got a few points to get clarification further. You said in today's class that the only liberty the individual living entity is having is to decide whether they have to love Krishna or not, whether they have to want devotee of Krishna or not. So, and you have also said Dharma as religion. So can we take it as the only Dharma for a living entity is to accept that he is a servant of Krishna basically. He has nothing else in his hand except to surrender to Krishna. So that is the only Dharma.
That's correct. Surrender unto Krishna. That's why at the end Krishna said that Sarva Dharma Parityajya. You said that there is the only Dharma. But Krishna is using the word Dharma only. Sarva Dharma Parityajya. You abandon all varieties of other religions. So that's what Sarva Dharma Parityajya. Mamekam Saranamajya. That should be our only Dharma. That is surrendering unto Krishna and doing what Krishna is teaching us.
Okay. And in today's verse also, Krishna has said that Sambhavami Atma Maya. That means Krishna is all powerful, and although Maya, this whole materialistic world is under the control of Maya, but Krishna can at will transcend.
There is his own Maya, internal potential. There is Atma Maya is not the Mahamaya what we are talking about this.
So Guruji, the internal potential of Krishna is much superior as compared to this Mahamaya of external.
That is Rama Devi. From Rama Devi only comes as Mahamaya. So this External potential, external energy is first Krishna's internal energy. That's what Rama Devi only expands as Durga Devi.
So that means Krishna came to this world 5,000 years ago in the transcendental form, right from the birth till he remained here till the age of 126 years or so. He was in the transcendental form only. And what Arjuna saw in the battlefield, that was also transcendental for Krishna, giving him all this knowledge.
Yeah.
So everywhere,
Krishna directly came. Same like in Goloka, how he is. That's what Krishna was here. Same.
Okay. And Krishna might be there in Goloka also at the same time.
Yeah. Krishna is there everywhere. When he comes here, he is there also. And when here also Krishna at that time, that's what I was explaining in today's lecture, that there are so many billions of planets. Everywhere Krishna was there. And even here in this earth, when he came here also, 16,108 wives Krishna had. Everyone thought that Krishna is with them only. Each and every wife, Krishna's wife, they thought that Krishna is with her only. So that way Krishna expanded. Each gopi thought that Krishna is with her only. So that way Krishna expanded himself many times. Yes. There is no limit. We cannot put any.
And Guruji, one more thing. The role of Maya in this materialistic world, that is well defined, and Maya does not differentiate between the people. Maya only gives the effects as per the wishes of the living entities. If the living entity is interested in materialistic gains, then it provides those, it fulfills those desires. But if someone is interested in Krishna's devotion, then Maya arranges everything, and the person is directed towards Krishna.
Yes, Maya helps, no doubt.
So
Yes.
Maya
is like a jailer.
Yeah, Maya is looking for the intentions of a living entity, in which direction the individual entity is desirous.
That's what
of going.
Chayeva Yasya Bhuvanani Vibhatti Durga is the shadow of Krishna. So Chayeva means as the shadow of Krishna, Durga is doing all the activities here.
So Guruji, the prime thing is what is our intention? How do we, what we have decided, in which direction we have to go, that is the prime thing. So
that's
as per
correct.
our
We
wishes,
just have to follow what Krishna is teaching us in Bhagavad Gita. That's it. Probably there is no need for us to interpret anything different way. We no need to think and plan. We just have to act as per Bhagavad Gita. That's it. Everything is fine. That's it.
so finally one has to be in the mode of Sharanagati at all the times. Whatever is happening, he has to accept it.
Connected with Krishna, connected with Bhagavad Gita, following Bhagavad Gita. So that's why we are all aiming to spread Krishna's message. So we are not like any other movements or something where they want to grow in a different way and like conversion. Not like that. Here you identify devotees and give them the knowledge. That's it.
Okay. Wonderful, Guruji. Very nice learning. And it's a great class and a very good discussion. Thank you very much, Guruji. We are grateful to you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Hare
Sashtang
Krishna.
Dandot Pranam.
Dandot
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Chitrita Mataji.
Guruji, I just wanted to ask one question. That is, Durga is also known as Narayani. Narayani, that is her, is that her, what relation would that she be having with Narayan in that?
That's correct. So, I think Narayana is Krishna only, correct? Mahavishnu is known as Narayana. So, first, when this world was created, when this universe, first thing is Krishna. Krishna is Sankarshana form of that four Chatur motifs. So, in that, Mahavishnu appeared. So, Mahavishnu, from Mahavishnu only, on Durga, everything, as he said, Rama Devi, of course, and we have studied in the Brahma Samhita. So, yes. So, yeah, that way, Krishna's name is also Narayana. In the form of Mahavishnu, he is known as Narayana. So, that's why you can call her as Narayana. Yes.
Narayani. Okay. And Guruji, there's one very subtle difference which I find, that what exactly would be the difference between seeing Krishna everywhere and paying obeisances to him, such as what we are not we, what is actually recommended, such as prasadam, taking his name. Where is the difference? Are we not true then when both seem to be valid? Like, am I wrong, Guruji?
Can you repeat
When
your
I
question
see
again,
him
Mataji?
everywhere.
Your voice was breaking. Yeah, tell me again, Mataji.
Oh, Acha. I said that when I see Krishna everywhere, for example, if you see the color yellow, you see him. You see a valley of flowers, you see him. So, what kind of worship would that be for me? I may not be able to cook prasadam for him all the time, or give that kind of dedication.
Impersonal worship, impersonal form. You are seeing Krishna everywhere, but in everything is universal form. Basically, Virat Rupa, Avyakta Murti. Krishna is pervading everywhere, correct? So that
right. Okay. But that is also a kind of a great thing, Guruji. Correct?
That's a great thing, but of course, worshipping him as a person is the best thing. That's what Krishna is to. Yes. Of course, you are seeing in Krishna in each and everything, that is good. But when Krishna is meaning that Krishna is there in every living entity as the super soul, Paramatma. In everyone's heart, Krishna is there. Krishna is there in each and every atom. But still, seeing Krishna in his beautiful three-folded bending form, Shyama Sundara. So that's what we are able to develop that love towards him, correct?
One more thing, Guruji, when I used to do the japa with you before, I used to see the solar system, and that is what I used to always see, and think that there is a huge universe and there's all the planets and that dark nights and that. So that is what, and then I'm trying to change over to what you are telling me, Guruji. So both are not wrong, Guruji, isn't it? If I see him in the solar system.
We should actually focus on the sound vibration. That is the main thing. At that time, our mind should be focusing on the sound.
Understood, Guruji. Okay, Guruji. Okay, thank you, Guruji. Small doubt. I'm so glad I spoke to you. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Ram Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Guruji, all set to travel. I've announced to my team as well my travel plan. So I'll be there, Guruji. I'll be meeting you, and later on the Srirangam visit also. I prefer to keep it to a smaller group, Guruji, so that you can spend a quality time. Since your classes are there in online YouTube videos and all, I'm making an arrangement. If things feasible, you can step into a college to give a lecture, so that we don't have to prepare anything, Guruji, much. So that I am.
And one thing I want to inform you, Prabhu, I also booked tickets from Trichy to Chennai that night itself, Prabhu.
Which night? The Thursday night, right?
Wednesday night.
Wednesday night itself. Okay. You said you will be traveling from Wednesday morning from Madurai, correct?
Yeah, Thursday morning I was thinking, but there was a late flight night 10 o'clock. So then I thought, because since Thursday evening I am leaving from Chennai, so I don't want to make the travel to Chennai that day. So that's why. But I will try to come on Wednesday morning as soon as possible, maybe 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, something like that. Then whole day we can be there. So night only 8 o'clock only I have to leave. Yes,
yes, Guruji. That is good. So that means Sunday fine, evening itself, I will return back to.
Yeah, evening, some 5 o'clock itself, we can arrange. Yes, before that, we can have darshan, everything before that.
Yes, Guruji, let us focus on darshan, Guruji. In that case, let us not trouble, because let the devotees may come and visit you that 1 hour or 2 hour slot. We will stay in probably in Raghavendra temple and all. There is a nice rooms and complex are available. If I book a room and some slight dinner or kind of a Krishna Prasad, so you can stay there. Those who want to seek blessings from you, they can come and meet you. That will be much easier, Guruji.
Yes.
So
no, they can come during the darshan itself. We can meet. Yes, Prabhu. We don't have to do like that. We'll plan, Prabhu. We'll plan.
Yeah.
They're asking today in the Tamil
darshan is kind of a VIP darshan, Guruji. So you, me, and Shashireka, all this team, right? We shall be escorted. We will go. Then immediately after darshan, we come out and
we need to decide the darshan timing. Either noon. I think they'll close from 12 to 4. Correct? Either we have to see it before 12. or after 4. So it's
No,
better
no,
we can
only now there is some change, and the evening time they close for 1.5 hours. So afternoon 2 onwards also the darshan goes on. 6 to 7:20 they will close. So what
Okay,
we are
so yes, bro.
So what we are planning is Monday I will reach there. Then I'll leave it to the Bangalore team if they can reach on Monday night or Tuesday afternoon or night, and we shall have a Vishwarupa Darshan on Wednesday morning with whosoever is available. And with your presence, we can go for a second darshan in the evening, Guruji. Then
No,
I
in the
will.
afternoon itself we'll finish. We'll finish the darshan
In the afternoon, 2 o'clock, we shall go for a second.
Evening, then evening we can spend time. Yes, bro.
Evening I will book a place for you. So the rest of the devotees, the Srirangam devotees, or whosoever comes, they can spend time with you. We will sit down. We will have
can. No, all of
chanting.
us can together. We can chant. We can get the class.
Together,
Whatever
yes.
we can do. Yes, bro. We can plan.
Then
But I
it will
think
be
they should be fine, correct, bro? Night 10 o'clock flight, it should be fine, correct, bro? So
very
that's
good,
why.
very convenient, Guruji. There is no traffic issues here, and the road also connects to airport. And
Because the reason is that night I wanted to go and sleep, have a good sleep, because the next day when I'm leaving for US, that night I can't sleep because flight is in the morning 4 o'clock. So in the night you have to be in the airport also. Since that's why I planned like that. Bro.
Yeah, excellent planning, Guruji. Even in case the flight cancel, down road we can reach there, so we can drive you there too.
Yeah, I hope it won't cancel, but yes.
So that option is also available. Even at 12 midnight, even 2 a.m. Early morning we start. We can send you back.
No, that's what I don't want to do like
that.
I want to have a good sleep that night. Yes, we will see.
Yes, I'm saying that's a contingency, alternate plan. Okay, what you booked is good. The flight 10 p.m. should go. If there are challenges, nothing to worry. We have alternate plan.
Yeah, that will let us not worry, Krishna.
Yeah, so I will plan that contingency as well. All set, Guruji. Let us meet, and Bangalore is a key one, important, excellent flyers. I've seen Sumati Umapati's.
Very nice.
One flyer answers everything. Your picture, Krishna's picture, and all. Good to keep it in our prayer room as well, Guruji. All covers there. Krishna is there. You're there. And it's a great congregation, Guruji. This is what we are waiting for. Yeah, probably that's why Lord Krishna is also pouring, bringing that, what do you call, the Govardhana scenes over there in Bangalore. Quite nice to hear the updates from Shashi Rekha Mataji. As she rightly pointed out, the media is very, very happy they to say anything negative about Bangalore, because those guys are jealous. Most of the business are now Silicon Valley is Bangalore now, so they are very happy. All this media is we should stop watching all these things, Guruji. They have nothing to do than giving negative news and corrupting people's mind, and that's the reason the Krishna congregation is important. We should connect with people like you.
That's why we need to identify all the devotees, and then we should have our media to talk about what Krishna is teaching. That's the thing. That's it. You don't have to worry
Exactly. That's a quality information. Those days people listen to BBC, certain quality, All India Radio, only the English news. Some newses are quality news and some are noises. So, and Krishna teaching is only news. The rest all noises, Guruji. Whatever they name, every brand, we can't trust, Guruji. So whatever comes from Bhagavad Gita is the only news, and that's a current, future, and whatever past updates. We don't have to worry about rest of the things, Guruji, and we handle. That is my personal experience, Guruji. I stopped all this nonsense, Guruji. I don't even read newspaper, don't watch any news, stopped everything. And so that is a kind of a pruning activity, Guruji. All external noises is cut off. I only listen to you and the WhatsApp group, Sasi Mataji included me. Good enough, Guruji. I think we are on the way path to Goloka. And these are all the signs, and these are all the tiny pictures we need to enjoy. And the meeting we are going to have is also how we are going to remain in Goloka. That's kind of rehearsal.
We can plan more. We can plan more our next activities.
Yeah, definitely we plan more. And I'm eagerly anticipating the mini Goloka rehearsal at Bangalore at Sasi Mataji's place. Hare Krishna to all, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Suresh Tabit Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Very nice class, Guruji. Today, lot of good discussions, lot of doubts cleared. And then, I will be attending your Zoom meeting, Guruji, when like when you are in the, so that the entire in one stretch we will understand the Bhagavad
Yes,
Gita.
yes, yes. That will be there. Yes, we can do it.
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare.
Vrindaji Singh Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the class and waiting to hear that Zoom meeting, the whole
Yes.
day lecture. It's,
Yeah, it will be the same meeting, same Zoom meeting link.
Yes. So, Guruji, today's lecture, I just want to understand that we being in the material world and being a spiritual spark of this material world, but we are having this material body, and then that swabhava, sometimes we want to change our nature, we want to get out of these habits or whatever, then that swabhava changes, and then how does it work with the modes of nature? They force us to act in certain ways, but after
Swabhava
that,
is nothing but the modes of nature only, Mataji. Our Swabhava is produced from the modes of nature only. Swabhava Prabhavair Gunaihi. Yes, Mataji.
no, so how does this transformation, because in whether we do karma yoga or jnana yoga or whatever, we are trying to improvise our personalities. So how does that work in connection with Krishna?
We are going to do only yoga, not like karma yoga, dhyana yoga. We are going to do everything what Krishna is teaching in Bhagavad Gita. So that way, every chapter, every sloka, we have to follow what Krishna is teaching. Not like one chapter I will follow, not like that. Mother. So that's why in the 12th chapter, Krishna is saying very clearly that you always think of me only. So that is the main thing. If you can't do that, then practice doing that. Then if you can't practice it, then directly work for me. If you can't directly work for me, then give up all the attachments to the results of the work. Sarva karma palatyagam. So, yata kuru tathatmavan. So that's what Krishna is teaching. So that way we just have to follow that one only, Mother. Not like different paths.
No, I don't mean the paths. I mean to improvise on yourself, like attachments, as you said, the greed. So the change will come in the swabhava. That's what I meant to ask.
Yes, Mataji. So the change will come in the swabhava, and if we are doing only one thing, that is spreading Krishna's message, that's what we need to do, then we will see the change. The change will come in swabhava. We will be freed from the swabhava. We will be completely becoming Krishna conscious. That's what will happen. Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Okay, Guruji.
So that change will come.
Okay, we'll be more focused on Krishna consciousness, which will help us to free from this swabhava.
Free from this swabhava. That's it.
Okay. Yes, Guruji. Thank you so much. Just
then
praying and
we'll get Krishna's bhava.
What did you say?
Swabhava. Swabhava means our own bhava. We will lose that, or we will get Krishna's bhava. Mad bhava. Mad bhava madhigacchati. That's what Krishna is.
Yes, Guruji. Yes, yes. Understood. Thank you so much, Guruji. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you.
Wish you all the best for all your safe travel and all the comforts which Krishna will provide. Thank you,
Exactly,
Guruji.
Mataji. Everything Krishna will take care. Yes,
Thank
Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank
Hare
you for
Krishna.
this wonderful class, Guruji. And
Yes,
like you mentioned about the millions of planets and out there, recently they have found that there are 300 million inhabitable planets in only Milky Way.
Yeah.
Like NASA has found out. So just imagine what a speck the Earth is. And in spite of that, Krishna has found time for us. So
yes, in that we are connected with Krishna. That's the main thing. In that, even in this earth itself, there are billions of people. In that, 1 in 1,000. So we are that 1 in 1,000. We are very fortunate.
Yes, yes. So it's amazing, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Very important shloka
yes,
today.
Exactly. It's our time now. We will fully focus and we will spread Krishna's message, Mataji. That's what is happening already. So
we'll do that, Guruji. Definitely. Looking forward to your trip, Guruji. And hopefully the sun god will also smile on us very soon.
Krishna's
Rain god has become a very great friend of ours. Okay, we will.
Definitely.
Yeah. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Ajay Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Pranam,
Dandavad Pranam.
Very nice, Prabhuji. Very nice class. No questions, Prabhuji. I don't have no questions.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Sashireka Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for a wonderful class. And today's shloka, I think, is such an important shloka, such an important, like you rightly said, this is one of those shlokas that we were taught even as kids. This is the first shloka that we learned.
Yes.
You know, when we were taught shlokas from Bhagavad Gita, when we were kids, this was the first shloka.
Yeah.
Such an important shloka. And to understand it in its entirety is so beautiful. Thank you so much. And especially, I would like to thank Ravindra Goyal Prabhu and Ravin Prabhu for asking those very important questions.
Very important questions, yes.
Yeah. And
yes, if you got muted.
Ravin Prabhu's question was so nicely framed, and that answer was so beautiful. It brought so much of clarity, so much. I think that was a question that I would have, it was bothering me, but I didn't know how to frame it. But he asked it so well, and it was so nice. And as usual, Ravindra Goyal Prabhu brings us so much of clarity because of his questions, his doubts, his interpretations, the way he says. I'm so grateful to them and to everyone who contributes to our increased awareness and knowledge about Bhagavad Gita and Krishna consciousness. So grateful, Guruji, for creating this environment for us. Thank you so much, Guruji.
Yes, Mata. I think our question bank itself is growing big and big. We need to act on that. When we create that and when we publish it, I think that it's going to be a very, very unique collection of question banks.
Absolutely.
I don't think we can find this anywhere else. Yes,
yeah, we are looking forward to your visit, Guruji. Everything is going as per plan, as Krishna has planned, as per his plan. Nothing is in our hands. We only are acting as per his plan. That's all. Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. We'll discuss after this.
Yeah, Guruji, after the class.
Hare Krishna, Sunil Shivas Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Dandavad Pranams Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Pranam Guruji, Dandavad.
Hare Krishna. Dandavad Pranams. Kamlesh Dingra Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
This is a nice discussion, and you guys are having another program over there. Even though I am in India, but sometimes it's hard to go alone by yourself.
Yeah. Which part of in India you are, Mataji? Where are you?
I am in Chandigarh right now.
Oh, Chandigarh. Okay, Punjab. Okay.
Yeah, but it's a nice discussion. You guys are getting together and all that.
Yeah, yes, Mataji. It's Krishna's mercy.
So it's tomorrow, 8th.
What, Mataji?
8th of September, you guys are going together.
18th of September.
18. Oh, okay. Okay, if you just put all the program and all that, I can look.
Yeah, I will send it in our groups, WhatsApp group. I will send all the information. Send it now itself, and then just before the program also. Send it.
Yeah, just send it. Well, I can see I am still here.
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you. Mataji, Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna. Gayatri Mataji, Hare Krishna. Kadiraman Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Very thank you for the class, Guruji. Again, welcome to India, Guruji. Thank you. No any questions, Guruji. All is
Hare Krishna,
well.
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Ram. Hare Krishna. Manoranjan Sahib, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Very wonderful session. Really, class is daily more engaging because Swastireka Mataji also speaks about there's always Robin Prabhu, Jigyasu. He's always Jigyasu, asking questions, and we are just that kind of knowledge. Unless we have that knowledge, we cannot question. Just yes, I understood. Like really, that Robin Prabhu always very interprets in a different way, and it makes our mind more and more engaged in Gita class by asking those questions. So I am very indebted to Robin Prabhu, and Swastireka Mataji also elaborately told everything, and really I am also very thankful. And other devotees also, they are trying their level best to clarify their doubts. Even Brinda Jesi Mastaji and other devotees also asking very good questions. Really, it is Swabha Prakriti, and we have to change. It is a change in nature. Guna Prakriti, it is told Gunahi. So we have to change our Guna. I mean, that Swabha Prakriti. Once, even the Valmiki also, once he was not a good man, and now he transformed because of his mindset. So that Guna, and that is not a permanent quality. So to yesterday what I was, today also I can be changed. Because we should be dedicated to Lord Krishna, and what I am doing wrong, consciously they think of that. So we can change our the swabha, prakriti. I think it is in our hand. So one cannot say that he is a bad man or good man. So when he realizes that mistakes I have done and I have to change, he can transform.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Your voice is broken.
As just 2 days back, September 5, as of Teacher's Day, as a teacher, what you are doing, what I was, what would be, what should be as a teacher. So Guru or mentor or Acharya, these are very important role. Even Lord Krishna has also Sandipani and Vasishtha and Ramachandra Bharadwaja. All these we can see the history. Without Guru, nothing is possible. Guru's blessing is required, their knowledge. So that's why it's a great Ramachandra has also a Guru. He is the Purushottama. How could it begin? Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna Ram, Hare Krishna Rama Krishna. It's a great thing. It's a Rama and Krishna. The Mahamantra itself. Rama is also Guru, Krishna is also Guru. Very inside, when you think of, realize that really it is a very much, when you read that our culture know this our mythology and this how Mahabharata, Radha Dharma that this sloka itself.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Your voice is breaking. We couldn't hear you at all, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Let us chant, listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Ramesh Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Okay, we'll listen to
Hare Krishna.
Ramesh Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Are you able to hear me, Prabhu?
I am in temple, Prabhu.
Okay, Prabhu. Have a Krishna conscious birthday, Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Could you on the videos, Prabhu, you can
Yeah.
you on the video, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, you can do darshan. Lord Jagannath, Subhadra, Baladev.
Hare Krishna. Where, Prabhu? In Bangalore, Prabhu?
I am in Hyderabad, Prabhu.
Oh, in Hyderabad. Okay, Hare Krishna. You are in Hyderabad, Prabhu? I thought you were in Bangalore.
Kukudipalli.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I came to company work.
Okay. So you're originally from Bangalore, but
So
you came
today,
to Hyderabad.
Ekadashi. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, Prabhu. So today Ekadashi is special. So Lord Jagannath, Subhadra, Baladev Prabhu, blessings.
Yes,
You can do.
Prabhupada. Yes, very nice, Prabhu. Thank you for showing the darshan, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.